Okay, let's talk about Claressa Shields versus Kaye Scott. Wait, why am I suddenly obsessed with a middleweight boxing match? Because this fight is way more than two women throwing punches. It's a litmus test for women's boxing, a potential legacy-defining moment, and honestly, a bit of a gamble. Let me explain why. First off, Shields is dropping back to middleweight after dominating the heavyweight division. That's like a lioness deciding to hunt smaller prey. But wait, is the prey really that small? Kaye Scott's record is 5-1-1. On paper, she's not a top-tier threat. But here's the thing. Scott's the unified champion. Shields is the challenger here, which flips the script. And that's fascinating because Shields has been untouchable for years. But let's ask the real question. Why is this fight even happening? Is it a stepping stone? Paycheck? Or a desperate attempt to stay relevant in a sport that's still figuring out how to market its female stars? Now Shields making weight. She claims she can do it without losing power. But come on, we've heard this before. Athletes always say they're stronger than ever after cutting weight. The reality? Weight cuts are brutal. They're a game of survival. And Shields hasn't fought at 160 since 2023. Her last 3 fights were at heavyweight. So is this a smart move, or is she underestimating the grind? Personally, I think this fight is a calculated risk. She needs credible opponents to solidify her GOAT status. But if she struggles with weight, the whole narrative crumbles. What's her legacy if she can't handle the cut? Then there's Kaye Scott. The media's painting her as a walkover. But that's lazy storytelling. Scott's 42. That's ancient for a boxer, right? But wait, she's got amateur pedigree. Commonwealth Games, World Championship medals. She didn't just roll into pro boxing by accident. And she's defended her titles twice already. So why is everyone sleeping on her? Maybe age bias? Or is it that Shields' aura makes everyone else look like a side character? But what if Scott's the ultimate spoiler? What if she's spent years studying Shields' style? This fight could be a masterclass in humility for the undefeated queen. And let's talk about the bigger picture. This is the first women's headliner at State Farm Arena. That's a win, right? But why does it take so long for women to get these spots? Shields is the face of women's boxing in the US, but let's not kid ourselves. Katie Taylor's the global queen. This fight's on DAZN, not PPV. No disrespect, but where's the hype? The UFC's got Chris Cyborg, but Shields wants Mayer or Cyborg next. Good luck. Those fights are money-driven fantasies. Until women's boxing gets equal promotion, these stars are stuck fighting for scraps. Shields is carrying a whole sport on her shoulders, but how long can she do it alone? Oh, and the undercard? Troy Isley versus Hicks has Olympic beef. Ashleyann Lozada's climbing the ranks. But let's be real. No one's tuning in for the prelims. This is Shields' show. She's either cementing her legacy or risking irrelevance. And that's what makes this fight must-watch TV. Not because Scott's a monster, but because the stakes are existential. If Shields struggles, the critics win. If she dominates, the debate continues. But one thing's certain. Women's boxing needs more than one GOAT. It needs rivalries, drama, and yes, even upsets. So I'll leave you with this. Is Shields versus Scott the beginning of something bigger? Or the last stand of a queen refusing to bow? Let me know what you think in the comments.